Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how to build a travel and tour website with WordPress, and all of this for free. So this is a complete tutorial start to finish, and we will cover all the steps one by one. And if you follow all these steps, you'll end up with a beautiful travel website like this one, with a beautiful hero section with a quick and easy search feature. And just underneath, you can search for a trip based on destination, the type of activities that you're interested in, the trip duration, and even the budget. So as you can see, it's super user-friendly. Then you can highlight some main activities like rafting, skiing, cycling, and hiking. But of course, all these are customizable. Then you can promote special offers and packages with lovely pictures to immerse your visitors into that experience already, and price tags and all the required details to make an informed decision. You can also have a featured trip section, deals and discounts. And to drive even more traffic, you can have a blog section as well. Now, there are quite a few solutions out there to build this type of website, but again, we've chosen this one because it's free, and also mainly because it's simply the best travel booking WordPress plugin available on the market. And it's one of the most comprehensive solutions that has all the features you'll ever need to build this type of project. Now, if you are serious about generating money from this type of website, for just $199.50 per year, you can get access to some additional features that will help you enhance your visitors' experience, and as a result, it will also increase your conversion rate and revenue. As you can see here, you have the travel agency package that gives you access to improved user experience with advanced itinerary builder, currency converter, and even trip fixed starting dates. Then marketing tools to accept partial payments, and of course you also get some upsell tools with group discounts and extra services. But you cannot convert visitors into buyers unless you can capture leads and convert them thanks to trip reviews and social proofs. And of course, this will also give you access to all the automation add-ons to save you tons of time and make your life easier. And again, the free version has everything you need to complete this project, but we'll show you both options so that you can make an informed decision. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so our very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. And for this, click on the link in the description below where it says Get Hosting Now. So click on that link, and this will bring you here to the Hostinger website. I personally host all of my websites with Hostinger, and the main reasons are because they are very affordable, reliable, but you also get a lot of extra features like, for instance, free domain name, SSL certificate, and security protection. And all of that for the price of just a cup of coffee per month. As you can see here, you can get this top quality service for just a few dollars per month. Now, to get this service, all we have to do is to click on Start Now and click Select. And from here, we have to select our billing cycle. And as you can see, you can save up to 71% depending on the billing cycle. So if you select 48 months, you can save up to 71%, 24 months up to 67%, and if you select 1 year, up to 71%. So you don't have to select 48 months. By default, it will be selected up here. But you can go ahead with 24 months, maybe 12 months, or if you just want to try things out, you can select 1 month as well. So let me just select 12 months for now. And if we scroll down the page a little bit, you will see how much you're actually saving. So the normal price is $143. This is what you would normally pay for this. And you get a discount of 71%. So you save $102 altogether. So then they're going to add taxes to this. And the total cost is $51.51. So that's for the full year, guys, $51.51. So that includes free SSL certificate, free domain name, free Cloudflare protection, free setup, and not mention here also free backup, because you get your website backed up every single day. So if anything happens, you can always restore back to a previous point in time. And all of this for a small cost of just $50. This is insane, guys. This is absolutely fantastic, you know. And the quality of service here is absolutely outstanding and excellent. As you can see, excellent customer reviews. And I couldn't agree more with this, you know. So then next, you're going to enter your email address right here. Select your payment methods. And then I'm going to give you a coupon code to save even more money. So $51.51 at the moment. Select I have a coupon code. Simply type in Mr. Web Reviews all in capital letters and then click on the plus sign. So as you can see, it's only going to cost you $47.82 for the whole year. And then after that, all you have to do is just to submit the payment. Very good. And now that you've registered with them, you can go back to the home page and click on login. Enter your email address and password. And this is going to bring you to the hosting admin panel. So from here, the first step is to claim our free domain. So as you can see here, we get a free domain name with our plan. So all we have to do basically is to click on this. So let's click on claim domain. And right here, you're going to type in the domain name that you'd like to register. So for instance, your domain name, and then you can select the extension. So .com obviously is the most popular one, but you can select among a few different options. So we have .click, .net, .info, .host. What do we have again? .me, .store, .xyz, .tech, .online. So let's go with .com anyways, you know. And then after that, all you have to do is to check availability. And if it's available, it'll be registered just like that in one click. Now, if the domain name is already registered, you'll get a notification that's going to tell you this domain name is already registered, and you might have to change the domain name for something else and try a different variation. And once you have your domain name registered, it will appear like this here at the bottom. So you could have, for instance, mrwebreviewstutorials.com, and then you'll be able to set up your hosting. So this is the next step. We need to set up our hosting. And for this, we're going to click on this button here. So let's click on setup. And from here, all we have to do is to click on start now. It's a simple 5-step process. Here, feel free to select any of those options. I'm just going to skip for now. Same here, you can select the platform that you want to use. So we're going to take care of this later on in this tutorial. So I'm going to skip this again. From here, you can claim your free domain. So we've done that already. Now you need to select your domain name. So the domain name you just registered should appear here. If it doesn't, click on the drop-down menu and then select it manually. And then click select. And finally here, you need to select your nearest server. So the nearest data center from your location or your target audience location. So as you can see here, you can select among those few options here. So I'm personally based in Ireland, so in Europe. So I'm going to select this one here, click change. And then all you have to do after this is click finish setup, and we're all done already. And now let's install WordPress on our server. And for this, we're going to the hosting section right here, and we're going to click on manage. And this is going to bring us to the admin panel here. And as you can see, we have all the different features and options here to customize and configure our server. So I have WordPress, order, accounts, emails, domain, website, files, database, advanced, and others. So it might seem a little bit overwhelming, all these options here, but don't worry, we are only going to use one of them, which is this one here, website. So what we're going to do is just click on auto installer. Click on this, and from here we're going to scroll down the page, and we're going to select this one here, WooCommerce plus WordPress. So basically we're going to install WordPress and also WooCommerce, which is an e-commerce platform, which will be useful for us for this project. So let's click on select, and from here the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you select HTTPS. So this is to enable the SSL certificate, which will indicate to your visitors that your website is safe to visit. Okay, and then make sure that you select the right domain name. So normally the one you just registered should show up here, but if you have multiple websites like I have here, make sure you select the right one. So I'm going to select mrwebreviewstutorials.com for now, and you leave this field empty. Don't put anything in here. And then you have to type in a username. So by default, it's hello. So type something else here. So for instance, your name and then maybe a number or something hard to guess, obviously, you know. And then you can type in an admin password. So you can either type it manually or have one created for you. So as you can see here, it will auto-generate a password, and then you can copy and paste it somewhere safe. After this, make sure that you have the correct email address right here. And then you need to type a website title. So let's say, for instance, a drop shipping site, because this is what we're going to build today. And everything else you can leave by default, and just tick this one here that says always update to the latest available version. And then after this, all you have to do is to click install, and it will start the process. So it's going to take a few seconds, or maybe up to a minute, depending on how fast your internet connection is. So just be patient, it's doing its thing. And once WordPress is installed, you will be redirected to this page. So this is a quick overview of your website. So the only thing left basically is to make sure that your SSL certificate is enabled. As you can see, it's enabled by default. But if it is not, you will have a yellow button similar to this one right here that says setup. Just click on that to enable it. Okay, and now we can access our WordPress dashboard. So all we have to do is click on edit website. Okay, very good. So welcome to our WordPress dashboard. So first, let's do a bit of cleaning up. As you can see, you have a lot of plugins installed here that are unnecessary. We're not going to need them. So we go to plugins. And right here, we scroll down the page. And as you can see, you have all-in-one SEO, all-in-one WP migration and all that. We don't need all of these, you know. So what we're going to do is very simple. All you have to do is just bulk select them all and then deactivate, apply. And now let's select them all again, bulk select and then delete, apply. Okay, and that's basically it. So let's get rid of everything. Let's start with a fresh new installation. There it is. Perfect. So that's a lot better. So if you go back to our WordPress dashboard, as you can see, our menu section is much neater already. So we can dismiss this message and there you go. Now we're ready to start. Okay, so now let's take care of our initial settings. So for this, we go to settings and we're in the general section. So here you're going to put the title of your website. So here I just typed in WP Travel Engine and I'm going to put here a tagline as well. So let's say with Mr. Web Reviews or something similar. And then scroll down and right here, make sure that you have your email address correct. So this is the one where you will receive all your inquiries, orders, etc. So just make sure the administration email address is correct. Scroll down the page and click save. And now we're going to go to permalinks. And right here, make sure to select post name right here. So this is going to help with SEO. And also in the front end for your visitors experience, it's going to be easier for them to find out where they are exactly on your website. So scroll down the page, save changes, and that's basically it for the initial settings. Now we can install our plugin and our theme as well. So basically here, if we go to the WordPress repo, wordpress.org, you can see WP Travel Engine. So this is the best travel booking WordPress plugin and you can download it from here immediately, or you can just copy and paste this name here. So we can copy this, so Control C, and now we can go back to our backend and we go to plugins, add new. And right here in the search box, paste that name, so WP Travel Engine, and there it is. And we can install it from here immediately, or you can upload the plugin. Either way will work fine. So install now. Very good. And now activate. Very good. And as you can see, now we have an installation wizard. All we have to do is click on Let's Get Started and go through all the different steps. So let's click on this together. So first we need to select our currency. So we're going to just keep US dollars, but feel free to select whichever currency you're trading in. You know, so it could be US dollars, could be British pounds, could be perhaps euros, whichever, you know, and then continue. And here, just make sure that you enter your email address. Normally it's going to fetch this from the admin email address from the website. If it's not there, just type it manually and then scroll down and continue. And here we have the page settings. So normally it should have created all these pages for us automatically. So there's nothing to do here. Just scroll down the page and click continue. And now we can set up our payment gateway. So we have the choice in between two different options. You have book now, pay later, and PayPal. So we're going to activate both of them. Okay, so just PayPal here. Just put your PayPal ID, scroll down the page, and that's basically it. So click continue. And we're all done already. So very good. So that's all set up now, ready to go. And the next step is to scroll down the page and return to dashboard. So that's just done for section 1. So that's the installation of the plugin. And as you can see, it's right here by the side. And we have a few additional tabs. Now we have trips and WP Travel Engines. Okay. So now let's take care of the look of our website. So the theme basically. Okay. Okay, so first, as you can see, I have a message here, so you can select yes or no. Let's click yes, why not? This is fine as well. So let's go ahead with our theme, and we have the choice among two different options. So we have this one here that's called Travel Agency, and we have this one that's Travel Booking. So both of them are fully compatible with WP Travel Engine, fully optimized for this plugin. And as you can see, they both look very, very professional indeed. So it's just a matter of choice and preferences. Perhaps you would prefer this one over this one. It doesn't really matter. You know, they, again, as I said, they're both fully compatible with WP Travel Engine. So for this tutorial, we're just going to go ahead with this one here, Travel Agency, and all you have to do is just downloading it using the link in the description below. So we're going to leave both links in the description. So download this, and now we can install it in the backend on our WordPress dashboard. Now, just to mention, those two themes are free. There are premium version of them as well, and you can use any theme basically to build this project as well. So this is really up to you. So for this, we're going to go to Appearance, and again, you can install any theme that you want, but we're going to use those two because they are fully compatible with WP Travel Engine. Okay, so let's click on Add New, Upload, and then choose File, and then select the file. You just download it from their website, open, and then install now. Very good, and now we need to activate it. And as you can see, now we have a few different messages here on top. So the first one to take care of is this one here. It says this theme recommends the following plugins. So Contact 47, Rara, Click One Demo Import, and Travel Agency Companion. So we have to install these. These are necessary basically for us to import all the demo content. So let's click on Begin Installing Plugins, and now bulk select them all just like this, and then install, apply. So it's going to install those 3 different plugins for us now. Now we're going to return to the plugin installer, and now we're going to activate them. So again, bulk select, activate, apply. There you go. Very good. So that's all done now. And there you go. As you can see, all our plugins are installed and activated now. So we can go to Appearance, Rara Demo Import. And this is from where we can import demo content in just one click. So let's go to Demo Import. And right here on top, we can upload our demo file. So where can you get this file? Well, again, we go back to the documentation, Travel Agency here, scroll down the page. And as you can see, I've clicked here to download the Travel Agency demo file. Again, I'll leave the link in the description below. So once you've downloaded that file, you can go back to the WordPress dashboard and upload it. So let's click on this, choose File. And as you can see, you have a file here that's called Travel Agency Demo Content, open, and then install. Very good. So one more step, import demo now, and that's basically it. And now it's going to do all the work for us. So again, this might take a few moments. So just be patient. Depending on how fast your internet connection is, it might take right up to a minute, maybe 60, 90 seconds. But don't worry, it's doing its thing. So just let it run. And there you go. As you can see, that was completed successfully. So that took about a minute and a half, I'd say, altogether. So let's have a quick look now. So if you go to WP Travel Engine visit site here, right click on this, open in a new tab, and let's have a look together. And there it is, guys. As you can see, it looks fantastic. And the full demo has been re-imported for us in just one click of the mouse. And this will help us greatly because basically now all we have to do is just to tweak things around to personalize it to our own requirements. And that's basically it. Okay, so let's go back to our WordPress dashboard now. So let's take care of the main essential feature of this project, which is your trips. Obviously, this is a travel and tour website. So where are they? Well, they're all basically here. This is where you can add new trips and create new ones and edit the existing ones. But before you do so, we have to take care of our destinations, activities, and trip types, and also create our pricing categories. Okay, so let's go about this step by step, and let's start with our destinations. So as you can see by the side, we have all these different destinations, but if you were to start afresh, you would add your own destinations yourself. So let's say we're based in Ireland ourselves. So I'm just going to create one here called Ireland. Okay, just like this. And then you can add a slug. So usually the slug is the same as the name of the destination itself. So let's go to the front end here. If you go click on destination, Nepal, as you can see here in the URL, you can see /Nepal. So this is basically a nice way of knowing where you are on the website as well. Then we can add a small description here. So all you have to do is just type in something, for instance, Ireland, also called the Emerald Island, earn its name because of its green landscape or something, whatever, And then you can add an image like you can see here by the side. So let's add an image. So upload file, select file. And I found one online here. So Ireland is well known for its cliffs and the coastal area. So let's add this together. Choose image. There you go. And you can add a short description as well. So maybe you can copy this one and paste it again. And then we can add the new destination. So if you scroll back up on top here, you can see Ireland is right there now. So this is part of our destinations now. And yet you can do so with as many destinations as you have. So this is how easily you can add any destinations to your website. So if you go to the front end now and go to our search feature and destination, as you can see, Ireland is not part of them yet. And the reason is because there is no trips attached to it, and we haven't filled all the different activities, duration, and so on. So it will only show the actual available destinations here, which is a very nice touch again in the front end. Okay, so let's take care of the activities now. And that's basically the exact same principle as with the destinations. You just put a name here. So for instance, in Ireland, we have the hop on, hop off bus as well around the Dublin city center. So you could type this here. You could have your description again, and then you can add an image. So let's do this together again. So upload file, select file. There it is. And then choose image. So this is the image, and then we can add the new activity. And as you can see, now we have the hop on, hop off bus in Dublin city center added to our activities. So next we need to set up our trip type. So as you can see here, we have budget travel, child friendly, dog friendly, homestay, and so on and so on. So whatever type of travel you want to set up here, this is where you do it. And again, it's the exact same principle. So just put the name, the slug, description, add the image, short description, and add trip type. Okay, so this is basically the same principle as the previous two. And then we have the pricing categories. And as you can see here, we have two categories created already, adult and child. And adult is set as the primary pricing category. As you can see, you can set as primary category, which is the case for adult. By default, this is the one that we selected, okay? Now you can create another one. What could we create? Maybe you have special deals for, let's say, pensioners, okay? So let's do this together. So pensioners, and then with the description here, so maybe it's pensioners again. This is not our main primary category. Your main target audience would most likely be adults. And then we have the age group. So maybe it's over 60s. Okay, so 60 to, let's say, 120 then, if someone gets to live this old. Okay, so let's add the new category. And there you go. As you can see, now we have 3 different pricing categories. And now that all these sections are completed, we can finally add our trips. So these are the steps you would normally follow before you can start adding your trips. Okay, so we go to all trips. And as you can see, we have quite a few here laid out already and pre-installed and imported for us. So you can add a new trip by clicking on add new right here or here. Either way is fine. Okay, so let's create a new one together. And then from here, we're going to add our title. So this is basically the name of the destination. So in Ireland, the famous landscape people visit is usually the Cliffs of Moher. So we can add this. And then underneath, you can type the trip code. So basically here, by default, it will add a code. But again, if you're running your own business, you might have a different code in your system, you know, so you can tweak this around and type whatever you want here, any reference basically, okay? And then we have the duration. So let's say this one is 5 days, and you can select days. And then we have also how many nights. So let's say 5 days is usually maybe 4 nights, okay? And then you can enable cutoff time, set minimum and maximum age. So let's say Cliffs of Moher, you would say is probably not suitable maybe for over 50s or maybe younger ones. It might be too dangerous, you know. So click on this and you can set a minimum age of maybe 18, right up to maximum, let's say 55. This is really up to you, you know, whatever it is. Or you can disable that altogether. And then you can set a maximum and minimum amount of participants, okay? So let's say it's a maximum group of 20 people. So let's say between 10, at least 10 to book a coach or bus, for instance, right up to maybe 20, okay? Or something like this. And then you click Save and Continue. And it will bring you to the next step. Now again, all I'm going to show you here is included in the free version, okay? But every time there is an additional option available for an extra cost of, like we said, you know, I think it's just $199.50 a year for the full version. So this is really up to you, but I will demonstrate that later in this tutorial anyways. So you can add different packages if you wanted to. So if you click on this, and let's create our new package. So let's give it a name, perhaps pricing, okay? And then you can edit pricing and dates, and you can break this down by adult, child, and pensioners. So let's say for adults, it'll be $150, and this can be per person or per group as well. You can enable sales and have a minimum and maximum as well. So let's say $150 per person for adults, For child, let's say maybe 80, okay, per person. And then for pensioners, maybe 105 reduced price as well. And then you can set the dates as well, fixed departure dates. Again, this is part of the premium add-on. So let's click save and continue. There you go. So we have our package created here, and then you can create more than one package, obviously, as well. So let's go to the extra services now. And right here, you can enter the extra services. Again, I'm showing you the free version first. It's much easier so you can see what's feasible or not with the free version. Okay, now if you need something different, like here, you can add supplementary room, hotel upgrade, airport, pick and drop, etc., etc. You have to get the add-ons. Okay, so let's continue now. So right here we have a quick overview. So this is your title. So we can leave overview, it's fine. The trip description, trip overview. As you can see, this is like a text, a document. You can just type in whatever you want, you know. So we are going to visit the Cliffs of Moher. Yeah, keep it simple here. Round trip. There you go. Something simple, you know, whatever you want to say. So let's keep it simple for now. And then you have the trip highlights. So here, we are going to see seagulls and the sea as well. There you go, whatever. Okay, save and continue. And next we have the itinerary. So basically the different steps. Okay, so day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So let's start with here, day 1. So I'm just going to type day 1. Okay, and this is the content. So this is the content of day 1. Okay, let's keep it simple for now. It's just to show you how it works and when we can add again. So let's add day 2. So this is day 2 and this is the content of day 2. Okay, so let me copy this for the next one, and when we could do so with 4 days because we said it was 3 days. Okay, so day 3 and then day 4. Okay, and then I'll show you in the front end what it looks like. Very good. So next we can continue here, save and continue. And this one is includes and excludes. So right here, basically you're going to add all the details of what's included and not included in this trip. So for instance, maybe all that's included, you have a shuttle bus that's included, a coach that's included, maybe someone who's a guide maybe as well. Okay, all of this might be included. Maybe what's not included, maybe it's the restaurant cost. Maybe you might include the fact that you're going to stop to a pub on your way there. There's a famous pub. This is not included. Obviously beverages are not included, and you would add all this right here. Okay, and then you can save and continue. And right here you can type a section title. So this is, as you can see, part of the tab section of trip facts section. So if you go into the front end, that's basically this section here, and you can rename that. So let's give it a name. I'm just going to type in test section title. Okay, let's try this with this, and then let's save and continue. And now we have the gallery. So this is simply uploading images about the destination, you know. So if you enable this, as you can see, you can add new images. So let's create this, and let's select any images here already from this section. So let's add this one. You can add another one. Let's add this one as well. And perhaps, why not this one as well? Okay, there you go. Now we have 3 different images. And you can do the same with the video as well. So if you enable this, as you can see, it will accept YouTube and Vimeo. So I'll just add one of my videos here. So add video. Very good. So that's it basically, you know, this is a YouTube video, so it will add it to your gallery as well. So let's click save and continue. So right here we have the map. So basically here, this is where you're going to put the location, where it's based basically. Okay. So let's give it a title, maybe city tour, you know, and then you can upload an image. So let's do this together. Upload file. I found one online, you know, a city tour of Dublin. So let's say this one here, and then upload. As you can see, I have all the different steps, you know, upload. There it is. So this is basically a tour of Dublin city centre as an example, you know, and then you scroll down the page and then you can add this and continue. And then you have FAQs. And then here you put your title, so FAQ, so frequently asked questions. So we can just type FAQ, you know, most people would know what it is now. And then here you can type your questions. For instance, what's the weather like? And then you can have the answer. For instance, it rains all the time in Ireland. So there you go. Save and continue. And then you have the file downloads, obviously, you know. So here you can also add brochures, guidebooks, offline maps, or whatever it is you want to add to this. And then basically that's it for now. If you click on continue, that's it. We've reached the end of the road, and now we can publish. Publish again. And that's it. Our trip is done and saved in the system now. And now we can update and save this. There you go. And now let's have a quick preview. So let's click on preview, view in a new tab. And there you go, Cliffs of Moher, 5 days. You have the price here from 150 per adult, 80 per child, and 105 for pensioners. We have a slider here with the 3 images that we uploaded. And the quick overview here is we are going to visit the Cliffs of Moher. So itinerary, as you can see, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. We have the FAQs as well. So what's the weather like? And here's the answer. It rains all the time in Ireland. And obviously, I forgot to mention that, but you can obviously add more than one question and answer. And then here's the map, as we said, you know, with all the different steps that you can upload immediately right here. So this is basically how this works and how you can add trips to your website. And now let me show you another cool feature that you can use. It's called the custom filters. So as you can see by the side, we have destinations, activities, trip type, and pricing categories. Okay, now what if you wanted to add another criteria all together? Well, very easy. All you have to do is custom filters here, use this feature, and now we can create whatever we want. So let's say perhaps you offer vehicle rentals. Once you get on site, then you can create a category here, for instance, vehicle rental, and then add the new filter. There you go. And now as you can see by the side, we have an extra tab now called vehicle rental. And if you click on it, you can create your different rentals basically right here. So maybe here, car, you know, add new, maybe bike, and perhaps bicycle, okay, or something like this. There you go. And this is how you can create different categories and custom filters, basically customize them the way you want them. And now if we go back to our trip here, the Cliffs of Moher, you can see by the side you have all these different sections here, activities, trip type, vehicle rental, etc, etc. So the one we just created here, you make it available, maybe bicycle and bikes and cars are available, and you can add a category straight from here if you wanted to. So let's say just maybe cars available for rental, and then you can complete everything here. So the destination here, you can select, this one was Ireland, okay? And then we have the activities. Here, let's say we have maybe hiking in Ireland, kayaking, and perhaps road cycling. Okay, this is one. And then the trip type, this would be perhaps a child-friendly, cultural, dog-friendly, and nature walk. Okay, just like this. And then you can add a featured image. So let me hide myself for a second. Sorry about that. So you have featured image here, and then we can set the featured image. So let's click on this. And let's select the image here we had for Ireland. So this is the one, set as featured image. And there you go. And then you can add an excerpt as well, a shorter version, you know, of the description. And once you're done, all you have to do is click update. There you go. And everything is in place now. So now if you go back to our home page and have a quick refresh. Okay, now we go to the destinations, and as you can see, Ireland is now showing up in the results here. So we can go to Ireland now and search. And there it is, guys. Now we have the Cliffs of Moher showing up in the search results. And this is basically how you can set up and configure and add trips to your website. Now let's go back to the home page. And let me show you how you can customize everything on this page. So basically your logo, your phone number, the menu section, the search bar, everything here is fully customizable, and it's super easy to do so. So for this, we go back to our WordPress dashboard, and this time we're going to go to Appearance, Customize. And there you go. From here, you can customize literally every aspect of this page just by clicking on the small blue pencil next to each element and each item that you want to customize. So let's say, for instance, you want to change your logo first, click on the small pencil next to it, and there it is. So you can upload your own image right here, and you can decide whether or not you want to show the title here. So as you can see, this is our title and tagline that we entered earlier on. Now you can decide whether or not you want to show it. And if you're not showing it, you have your own logo, that's fine as well. Or perhaps you want to show it all together, and in which case it will show the title and the tagline. Now this is very handy and very powerful, especially for SEO purposes. If your tagline contains one of the main keywords that people are looking for on Google, for instance, your website might rank higher just because of the title here. So this is one thing that you might keep in mind. Okay, so next, let's say we want to change our phone number here. All you have to do is just click on it, and then there you go. Here you can type your own number, so maybe 555 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can change the message here on top as well. At the moment it says call us, we are open 24/7, but you can change this to whatever you want, okay? So let's take care of our main hero section here. So let's click on this. And there you go. As you can see, you have the image in the background, which you can change. So obviously we said we're going to show Ireland and the cliffs of Moher. So let's add a new image. Let's select this one again. As you can see, this is a large image enough, 2121 by 1325. And because this is your hero section, make sure it's at least 1920 by basically a 1080p image, okay? So we can insert it now, and you can decide if you want to crop it or not. So you can have it exactly the way you want. So I'm just gonna put it maybe perhaps here with a bit of those flowers. There you go, crop image. And now as you can see, we have a brand new image in the background. So perhaps you want to change the tagline as well. Where are they? What they basically here at the bottom, or you can click on them immediately, all the same. So maybe visit Ireland, okay? And then you can have your subtitle here the same way as well. Okay, so next we have our search feature here. So if you click on this, you can enable it or disable it, as you can see. So basically this is really up to you. Do you want to have a full cross-site search feature or not? All the same. So basically here someone can type maybe Ireland or cliffs of Moher or whatever, you know, and it will return a search. Or you can have this one here. It's all up to you really. So let's go back here now, and as you can see we have the search section. So this one you cannot click on it, you have to find it here. If you go back to the main menu here, you can see search section, and this one you cannot customize it, you can't touch nothing here. That's just basically the feature it is. The only thing you can do is enable it or disable it. So you can disable it all together, so basically hide it. There you go. But I would highly recommend that you keep it, because this is the main feature of this website, isn't it? To make it easy for your visitors to find exactly what they're looking for. Now, if you keep scrolling down the page, as you can see, of the main info about us section, I would say here, this is the first thing that people will see. So maybe use this to emphasize why they should choose you over anyone else, okay? So if you click on this here, you could have maybe about us, or maybe why choose us, or something like this, you know. Sorry, choose, there you go, why choose us. And then underneath here, instead of the text here, you could type a few reasons why they should choose you over anyone else. So this is basically the most compelling part of your website, obviously, you know. First, they will see here, visit Ireland, search feature, and then why choose us. And then right here, you have the image here as well. So if you scroll down, as you can see, this is the one here, and you can replace that with any image you want. So you could have maybe a screenshot of your TripAdvisor's reviews, maybe Google reviews, or maybe Facebook reviews, whatever. If someone left a very good review for you or whatever, that can show people that you are trustworthy, and then they can trust you, obviously, you know, because people like to see what others think of your business. And if they can trust you, that's basically it, isn't it? And then here, as you can see, you have a view more button, so you could change this maybe and have about us, you know, something similar to this, and then you can link this to an internal page. So if you go to our website here, we have an about us section here, so let's click on this. And what you can do is just to copy this and then paste it right there, okay? Control V, and that's basically it. Now if someone clicks on the about us, it will bring them directly to the about us page. So let's keep scrolling down. So as you can see, this section here is to show the adventure activities. So you probably provide activities in and all around the area and so on. So here you can create as many as you want. So if you click on this here, just click on that. As you can see, this is your title, this is your description, you have the background image. So those features are pretty self-explanatory. You can change this very easily. And here are our adventures. As you can see, you can add new one, or you can edit the existing one, and you can also change the order if you wanted to, okay? So let's click on this one here and let me show you how this works. So then basically you have the title here, the description, and also a link to an internal page. You have the thumbnail, and basically just the only thing you should be aware of, be cautious, is basically if you hover on top, as you can see, it will display the content of the description. You don't want this to be too long, obviously. You want it to be contained within this section, as you can see here, okay? So that's the only thing you need to be cautious about. And then again, you can add as many as you want, and you can also change the order if you wanted to. So I could change paragliding and have it second right there, okay? So this is how this section is working. So let's discover our next one. So here you have our best sellers packages, so best selling packages, I suppose, yes. So if you click on this again, you have the title, description, And then if you scroll down the page, you have all these different packages, and these are basically packages that you will fetch from your website itself. So let me show you, for instance, this one here. As you can see, you have the Dublin hop on, hop off that we created early on, hiking, safari, jungle, and all that, And it's the same here with your tours. You can select different tours. So basically, it's really up to you what you want to show on your homepage, but you can handpick them personally yourself. So let's scroll down again, and here, as you can see, you have a bit more text and more explanation. So this would be nice, again, to add more credibility to your website, maybe add good reasons why people should be confident buying from you. Maybe you have 30 days refund policy, or maybe 98% satisfied customers, or any good reason, you should put them there, basically, so people will be confident enough to purchase their trip with you. Okay, so next, let's scroll down, and here we have featured trips, and that's basically the same feature again. So if you click on this, as you can see, this is our title, this is our description just underneath, and here you can define how many trips you want to show. As you can see, we have 6 at the moment, but you can select maybe 3 if you want only one row, just like that. Okay, so let's put it back to 6 perhaps. And again, same principle here, just click on this and select those that you want to show. So basically handpick the ones, your best sellers basically, okay? Then if we scroll down the page, we have our stats counter. Again, this is just to add credibility to your website, so you can show off the numbers, basically how many customers you've had, how many numbers of trips, and so on and so on. But again, this is fully customizable as well. As you can see, you can change the title, and you can change the icon here as well. So if you wanted to add something different, whatever, scroll down through all these different icons and select the one that fits that purpose, okay? So we just changed one here. There you go, now we have an arrow. So this is really up to you. Again, this is fully customizable based on your own personal requirements and how you run your business, obviously, So let's keep scrolling down the page. So here we have special deals and discounts. So again, click on this. This is your title. This is the description. And again, you can simply select them using the drop-down menu again here. So basically, these are all the different trips. So the nice thing is that you can twist things around differently, show maybe the same trips, but make it look like there are special deals and discounts as well, which is always very interesting for everyone to see. So let's scroll down the page, and now we have an additional section here. You can add something, maybe the emphasis on whatever it is that you want to showcase. And we have a blog post here, basically all the latest articles. So if you click on this, as you can see, this is the title, latest articles. You can call this news or whatever you want again, and basically here it will display all the blog posts from your website. So if you go to post here, because WordPress is initially a blogging platform, obviously, as you can see, you have all the different blog posts, here, and they will automatically display right there. So as you can see, it is displaying Hello World. So this is the one that comes by default. You might want to trash this and delete it. And there you go, what's left basically are actual blog posts. And as a result, if you go back here, as you can see, now it is not showing anymore. So let's scroll down the page, and now we have our footer section. And here again, you can customize everything very easily. All you have to do is click on it. And as you can see, this is divided in 4 different sections of 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Footer 1, footer 2, footer 3, footer 4. And if you open any of them, you can customize each and every sections. So this one is just basically text. So you could change your phone number here, maybe 555 something, your email address, or your physical address, fax number if you still have a fax or whatever, And now if you go back, as you can see, this one is destination. So this is a title, and this is a menu section. So I'm going to show you now how you can customize all these menu sections, including the one we have here on top. So let's take care of this now. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard, appearance, menus, and for instance, let's go ahead with the first one here. So this one is called footer menu. So let me scroll down again, sorry. There you go. So this one here is called footer menu. And this is the one we have here. So you can select your menu here. So you have footer 1, footer 2, footer 3, and then the primary one. So footer menu is this one. Select. So there it is. And whatever you want to add to your menu, you can fetch it from this side. Now, not all items are available here. As you can see, we don't have the destination, etc., etc. So for this, you go here on top and click on screen options. And then you can add them. So you can add tags, categories, destinations, activities, trip type, vehicle rental, the one we just created. Now, if you close this, Go back here. As you can see, they're all here now. So you can choose and pick whatever you want now. So as you can see, you have destinations here. So if you wanted to add more, you have Nepal, India, Tibet, Maldives. Maybe you want to add Ireland and London. Add this. There you go. Now it's added to our menu. So let's save menu. Very good. Now if we go back to the front end, scroll down to the bottom of our page. So this is the one we had. So if we refresh now, as you can see, London and Ireland have been added to our section. Now you can reorganize this as well. Maybe you want Ireland to be first, just like this. Maybe London, and then perhaps Tibet and Nepal, India, and then the Maldives last. So click Save menu. Let's go back here. Let's refresh. And there you go. As you can see, it's been reordered based on our requirements. Now let's go back to our menu section here. As you can see, you have footer menu 2, 3, and 4. And if you go back here, as you can see, we can select them basically here, okay? So if you go to activities here, again, this is footer menu 2, and trip types, this is footer menu 3. So basically you just add and select whichever menu you want, and you can add any items to your menus using this feature here. And finally, we have our main menu section right there. So this one here. So how can you change this? Same principle here. So this is our primary menu. So click select, and it's the exact same principles. Okay, so you can just add and remove any items that you want just by selecting them from the side here. Now, if you wanted to delete some of those items, what you can do is go here at the bottom, click bulk select, and then you can select as many as you want. So let's say I wanted to get rid of all these, including that, and then remove selected items, save menu. Let's go back to our front end. So this is the one here. Okay, now we've deleted this. If we refresh, there you go. Now it's gone all together. Okay, so this is how you can customize your website fully, top to bottom. Okay guys, so now let me show you a few of those add-ons. So once you've purchased the travel agency package, you can log in into your account. So you have to be logged in, obviously, you know, and then you go to add-ons. And right here, as you can see, they're all categorized by types or user experience, upsell, marketing, lead capture, and so on and so on. So you can either click on this and select the one that you want, or you can scroll down the page and they're all listed here basically, okay? So you can select any of those. So let's say if you wanted to use group discount on your website, all you have to do is just click on it. And then from here, click download. It's just as simple as that, you know, and you have all the documentation here for each one of them. So if you wanted advanced itinerary builder, click on view details again, and then you can download basically here. Click on this button here, download now, and you have the full documentation right there again concerning this very specific add-on. Okay, so you can do so with as many as you want, and then once you have them all downloaded, you can install them on your website. And once you've downloaded all the add-ons that you want to install on your website, we go back to our WordPress dashboard, and then we go to the plugins section. So this is where all our plugins are installed, as you can see. Now we're going to add a new one. So let's click on Add New, Upload Plugin, Choose File, and these are the files I just downloaded. Okay, so let's go with the first one here. This one is the Advanced Itinerary Builder. So let's click Open, Install Now, Activate Plugin. Very good. Now, as you can see, this one is installed. This is the Advanced Itinerary Builder. And then you can do the same again with as many add-ons as you've downloaded. So I'm going to do that very quickly now. So there you go. As you can see, I installed 6 of them. But before we can do so, we need to enable and activate the license key. So we go back to WP Travel Engines here. And as you can see, plugin license. And right here, as you can see, we need to enable and activate all these different add-ons, obviously. You know? So for this, we go back to our account and you will find your key right here. So just copy this, so Control-C, and then paste it here, Control-V. Okay, then activate license. Very good. And then you do the same with the others. Okay, so Control-V, 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 and then save changes. And that's it. As you can see, they're all activated now, and now we can use them on our website. So let's go back to creating a new trip again. So we go to the trip section here. And let's edit maybe the last one that we created together. So Cliffs of Moher. And now that we added those add-ons, we can actually add extra features to the exact same trip, okay? And now you will find all these right here, basically, okay? So if you go to the extra services, we installed this one. So as you can see, now you can add extra services for the trip. So this is one of the options you installed. And the other one, we installed advanced itinerary as well. So as you can see, now we have the duration, how many hours. You can enable the rich editor. So before we just had plain text, now you can add different things. You know, if you click on this, now you can basically edit this differently. You can have bold text, italic, underlined, quote, etc. And then you can add an image. You can add meals included, for instance, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also the location information and altitude, and you can do so with all the different steps of the journey, obviously, you know. So these are a few of the add-ons that you can add to your website, and basically this is how you can create a very unique experience for your visitors. So there you go, guys. This is how you can build a travel and tour website using WordPress. Now, as always, we'll leave all the links in the description below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and feel free to share with all of your friends so they can all benefit from this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video.